What's good, everybody? It's your boy DJ Av. uh, Somebody asked me a question, and I thought it was pretty good question, and just something on some real stuff, man. And it's something that some people might have a problem with, but it's all good. We're gonna talk about it though, and that is smoking weed and doing music. Does it help? I don't know how to really answer that. I mean, I can actually talk about stuff from my experience. Me personally, as of right now, I'm not a weed head. I don't smoke weed anymore. I haven't smoked weed in probably a decade or so. Yeah, it's about a decade. It's been a long time, but yeah, I really started smoking heavily, pretty much when I started doing music, like just smoking trees, and to be quite honest, it was like a one of those things. Like when when I didn't smoke, I think like the first time, like because I started making beats in about 2000. It's what 2000 and 2000, like trying to make something happen on the radio. And like a homeboy of mine, Bulldog, he had came by, and we used to just smoke. You know what I'm saying? We used to smoke and stuff. Good times. But yeah, when we made beats and somebody we used to smoke, and then make the beat, and you felt a certain kind of way about the beat. You just I don't know, it's just wild out dance. And I always thought those tunes were incredible. And then the other day, cause somebody just asked me that like yesterday. So I listened to like some of those beats, and I was like, man, these beats was kind of whack. Like, but at the time, it felt good, and the people around us, they smoked too, and the people that didn't smoke, they was kind of on it too. But you know what I'm saying, like it had like its advantages, I guess. Like it kind of sparked the inspiration, but what really got me on the track was when I stopped smoking. When I stopped smoking, I could handle like both aspects so much better. And when I'm talking about like just the creativity and then the business side, because no matter what, like I felt like I was in a position. I don't know. I feel like the mic is a little. I felt like I was in a position where since I smoked and burned with like the artists that I owed them, or and then on top of that, there was certain instances where cats would just drop off like a half. You know what I'm saying? Like that was it. Like that was the payment for like a beat or something like that. So you end up, I don't know. It was just like, hey, I guess I will burn it, and sometimes they'll try to play that slick stuff and like drop off that was the payment, and then they'll try to smoke the stash. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like I just felt like, nah, man, like you owe me money, like for real, or don't this is my pack here. I'm burning, so don't burn out on my pack. You know what I mean? But then I had homies and stuff like that. I'm not gonna just put them out there and their names out there, but they know who they are. They will come by, drop off a pack. You know what I mean? And but they will burn out their own pack, and then I would have that pack to either burn or But I mean, in general, when it came down to okay, we have 4 minutes, I had to check to see. It felt like 10, but I had to check and see. Uh, Dang, feels like it seems like I actually burn one right now. But anyways, like thinking back, like when I used to sit there and mix stuff, it was very enjoyable to sit there and relax and listen to music and mix. Um, Without a doubt, I'm pretty sure if I actually burned it down, which I wouldn't do it anyways because I'm on probation. You know what I mean? So that would be the worst thing to do is me to burn it down. But like like realistically, if I was to uh burn one down and actually mix or something like that, I feel it'll be like a placebo effect. Like, and by placebo effect, I mean like it really does. It seems like it helps, but it doesn't. It's like somebody giving you a sugar pill and tell you, hey, this is gonna make your headache go away. But they kind of feel like that, and it's been tested that that sometimes your mind state uh, actually causes what goes on in other parts of your body. Uh, but seeing that our minds can't access certain parts of our brain, like I guess we're going to access 7% of our brain. So, but we have done a lot with the 7% or whatever. And I might be wrong. It might be 2%. Might be 2%, 7%. But yeah, but look at all the stuff that we accomplished with just 7% of our minds. You know what I'm saying? So the way I look at smoking is that I don't allow it to control my life. Even when I burned heavy, I didn't allow it. Like, I would stop cold chicken or whatever. My bad habit, anyways, is probably smoking cigarettes. Like, that's now that is the tough one right there for me to stop. Like, I'm Jonesing right now. I'm waiting for the corner store to open, and I'm there. But but as far as like smoking, I don't really have a problem with other cats smoking or whatnot. But when I'm doing my thing or whatever, don't be blowing that junk in my face. You know what I'm saying, and get me into it. My next celebration or whatever for smoking is when it becomes legal out here in Atlanta, uh, or there's like some a huge success that comes within the business that I've started. Then I might burn it down something heavy, and even then I'm still gonna wait until this probation period is over with. You know what I mean? It's nothing worse than sitting there, you burn one, and you on some we made it type stuff, and then you know what I'm saying, you getting locked up the next day, or you get hit with a piss test from your PO. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, largely burning trees was like one of the cool things for me doing music back in the day. But now it's not essential. Like, I see TM88 and on them, they burn heavily. Like, TM88 burns heavy. Like, I see this dude burns like all the time, and it makes me wonder, because I hate seeing like really creative people, because I think he's probably sober. He would probably be monstrous on beats or whatnot, and you know. But I just think like, man, how does that affect his business? Because I know when I burn trees or whatever, the business was there. I made money making beats, burning or whatnot, burning it down and whatnot. But at the same time, it was kind of like counterproductive. It was like a whole lot of stuff that came with it that I didn't want in my life. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, being a dad, that kind of got real. That got real to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want my child to see my habit. And then next thing you know, I gotta yell at him. I gotta yell at him because he got a blunt in his book bag or something like that. Because it is like it's real out there. But so that was another thing, like parenthood. You know that you want to be responsible and handle things. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that there isn't cats that can't smoke and burn it down and take care of their business, because I actually know some people that do that, and they're great mothers and fathers, parents, married. You wouldn't probably even know just seeing them until like you go out and kick it, and then they just burning it down. You know what I'm saying? And then they just put on, I don't know, they just on some next level. But yeah, I just like, as far as like burning it down, you know what I'm saying? Like I think that it kind of helped, or I thought it helped, but it was more of a placebo effect. Like, it really was just like something to do, because I think I became a stronger producer when I stopped smoking, and I also became a stronger more importantly, I became a stronger business man, because I handle stuff on time, early most of the time, You know, it's just like the work ethic is unfwittable. Like you actually can see the difference between somebody that burns trees versus somebody that don't. Because the person that doesn't burn trees or doesn't have like some type of drug habit, usually is the person that is making the most money. And I hate to use money as engaged, but they're usually more technical, can handle stuff in a quicker manner. But you know, people like to. I mean, fair warning for those who are those producers that are out there. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, like, they look, and when I say they, like the people that run labels and stuff like that, they look and love people that are on drugs. It sucks and talented because you end up being dependent on the drug. You don't worry about the things that do matter. You know what I mean? So like you worry about like more your habit, uh, and then you don't worry about how good your money is. You know what I'm saying? Or how much you're getting cheated out of. So if you're doing this music stuff and you're burning it down, man, just keep those things in caution because I don't want to knock the people that do smoke or whatever. That would see this video and then be like, oh man, well F this dude. They probably wouldn't even made it this far anyways. They probably be like, man, this dude's lame as hell. And you know, whatever, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna do. I've already done it. I've had that experience. I mean, it was a good experience. I don't have anything against it. If anything, I will burn down in a heartbeat if it didn't jeopardize a lot of what I built up to, because I built up a lot of stuff, and I don't want to jeopardize it. Just me, you know. You can make your choice. I'm not gonna say don't do drugs or anything like that, and I don't consider weed a drug anyways. But you know, keep in mind there's certain things you want to be cautious of because they are like people that look for people that smoke and do drugs and stuff like that because it's an easy win, especially when you're talented, to just get you a bag of trees and you know what I'm saying, that be it. But that's it, man. If you like this video, give it a like. It's like 12 minutes and 30 seconds in. I thought it would be a little shorter video, but you know, if you have any comments and stuff like that, you want to further comment on it, you know, just leave a comment. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate homie for wanting to talk about this. Hopefully, this video was entertaining. And you know, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. This is your first video. You know what I'm saying? I actually do music on this channel. I don't just talk about burning trees or whatever, which I didn't even really talk about grades and stuff like that and other things that I don't want to incriminate myself on because once again I'm on probation. So you know, once everything is clear, I'm clear, we'll have a weed and music part 2. You dig? Anywho, it's your boy DJ Al McCree, and I am out.